Preach, queen, preach.
I actually don't live around any white people.
Oh,
I have
Lucky.
you're
never
blessed, man.
specifically,
God blessed you. You're far from the oppressor.
and I do not hang around white people at all. So it's really weird that you would say I'm upholding white culture.
Well, by identifying as cisgender, you are upholding a system of oppression that's been used to hold down minorities. All of the slave masters back in the 1500s, they were all cis. Like,
Okay,
you think it's
so
okay
what's
to
holding
identify
down
as.
minorities is racism.
Sorry, what?
The thing that's holding down minorities is racism.
No, it's cisgender ideology. It's harmful.
Okay, can you explain that for me?
Yeah,
I don't
so the
children.
idea that we have to follow a set of gender norms based on the size of our gametes is a white supremacist construct. It is damaging to society, especially the black community. It's also upholding racism, bigotry, fascism, Yahtzee rhetoric, and grape culture. So the point of my life is to help dismantle that.
Well, I see what you're saying and I'm hearing what you're saying, right? Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, what I'm saying is if I'm not around those people, what's that got to do with me? You know?
Yeah, sorry, are you Canadian?
No, no. I'm
Oh,
Caribbean.
oh, you're Caribbean. Where are you from? Jamaica?
No. What? No.
Trinidad?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Port of Spain.
From Central.
My bad.
It's
Um,
okay.
so, so in Trinidad, I know you guys have a lot of European influence. So I'm assuming you guys have male, female, man, and woman, binary. You don't have much non-binary people, correct?
But that's what I said earlier. There's not a lot of anything.
So what about the trans queens? Are they in the closet?
That would be correct.
Oh, that's so sad.
It
It
really
is.
hurts
It's
my
sad when
heart
people
to make
cannot
this
be who they
point.
are.
Yeah, but they
Very
can't live
sad.
their truth. It's very harmful to them.
That's why they need to be surrounded by people who love them.
Yes, like us. We are here for them.
But so what you're saying is if I have a trans friend and I do and I love him with my whole heart, I would literally kill people for him and I'm not joking.
And alive.
Are you saying that just because I identify as a woman,
That
well,
you are hurting him,
not a
yes.
trans woman, that I cannot support my friend?
If you really supported him, you would also be a trans man.
But hear me out, okay?
I'm
And I
trying to,
don't
but
want
all I
anything
hear is
against
bigotry.
you. Hear me out. Before you say those words towards me, that's not my character. Okay,
Well, your
so
character is fascist.
okay, but you don't have to mock the way I speak. Why would you do that? That's not nice.
Sorry, it's just my character.
But if I was to say I'm triggered,
Yeah,
what
I
would
don't care about cis feelings.
you don't care about cis feelings? I see. So only trans people are allowed to have an opinion?
Yeah, now you get me.
You're on the right track.
Don't you think that's hurtful?
No, because again, I don't care about cis feelings.
Okay, so the same way that trans people are treated, and that
Trans
can
people are
lead to
treated like
them wanting
shit.
to take their life.
Yes, that's me every day. Every day I leave my
Don't
house, I'm lucky to come back home alive. You don't know what
no
we go
that
through. I have to wear adult diapers because I can't use the men's room or the women's room. I have to shit myself. Every day I leave this house. You don't know what we go through. Our existence is being criminalized. I'm lucky to be alive. Trump changed my fucking passport back to female. Like every day is a struggle.
I see. And so because I'm cisgender, I'm not allowed to try to understand what trans people go through.
You're trying to understand, but it's really not going anywhere, ma'am.
So I'm gonna use the same logic and I'm gonna make a statement and tell me if it sounds correct, okay?
Okay.
I Give me a minute, 1 second. I wanna go somewhere, right?
Okay.
I'm not a racist. I don't identify as a racist.
Well, so you say, man. So you say.
I was speaking. I'm sorry to
Okay.
cut you off again, but I
Go
was
ahead.
speaking,
Go ahead.
right? I don't identify as a racist. And you're saying that I can't understand what trans people are going through. So if I saw a man down the road and he called me the hard R, what am I to do then? Am I to just sit and take it?
No, you would call him a name back, or you would. I don't know. What would you do?
Well, according to the logic here, I'm not supposed to do anything.
I think you're allowed to defend yourself.
Am I? Because you're
Well, if the
saying I'm
person's
not allowed
trans,
to love my trans friend. I'm not allowed to try and understand my trans friend because I'm cisgender.
no, what I'm saying is if you truly loved your trans friend, you would explore your own gender identity and embrace something that is more inclusive to your trans friend. You would consider being non-binary or a trans man yourself. And you would book an appointment for a double mastectomy if you really cared. You obviously don't.
Okay, so hear me out.
I'm trying to, but all I hear is bigotry.
I'm hearing you out, and I'm not getting loud. I'm not being rude. I'm trying to
Very
respect
rude
you.
and aggressive.
I want to
It's
respect
really,
you.
it's really, really scaring me.
I'm not being rude. I'm.
No, I heard aggression in your voice, and it's really scary.
Is it because I'm black?
I'm black.
Sorry, I had to get rid of her. If she's making you uncomfortable, then she can't be
I'm
here.
really uncomfortable.
I'm so sorry about that. It's not because you're black. I'm also black. It's because you're making him uncomfortable, and we can't have that here. Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good, thank you. How old are you?
20.
Okay, and are you trans or are you racist?
I'm neither. I wanted to understand your question or your statement that if you're cisgender, you're inherently racist. I just want to understand that better.
Okay, so my stance is that cisgender ideology is a YT colonialist construct, and it's been imposed onto societies by force. It's been imposed onto societies by force through slavery and colonization. Our natural state of being as humans is non-binary, trans, or queer. Cisgender and heterosexuality are imposed onto us, and they are not natural ways of living. So I want us all to revert back to our default setting, which is trans and queer. So that's my stance.
Okay, so please, I hope you don't kick me from the live. I'm just genuinely trying to have a conversation about this. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll remain respectful if you do. So what is your definition of cisgender, just so I can make sure we're on the same page about it?
Cisgender would be aligning with the gender roles that are designated for your specs based on your gametes. So if you're a woman, it would be being a child carer, an incubator, staying home, cooking, cleaning, etc. And for a man, it would be being strong, masculine, dominant, provider, those roles. So I reject the roles entirely, and I embrace being trans. I am female. I am a trans man. However, I am very feminine trans man. Like I am a hyper feminine trans man. So I like dresses and pretty things. However, I don't identify as a woman because I think it's problematic because I'm also female. So I identify as a man, but a feminine man because men can also be feminine. So I am breaking down the patriarchy. I'm breaking down misogyny and rape culture by being a feminine trans man. So that's my stance.
Okay, so just to be quick, I looked up the definition just because I wanted my own confirmation as well. It says, by definition, that a cisgender person is somebody whose gender identity aligns with the set, or I can't say that word, but with the schmecks, they were assigned at birth. So it has nothing to do necessarily with gender roles. It is more so your gender identifying with your birth schmecks.
Yeah, but how do you know if it aligns or not?
So biological female, a woman is the gender term used to describe a female. A man is the gender term used to describe a male for
Yeah,
humans.
But how do I know if I identify as a woman? I am female. That's indisputable. How do I know if I'm a woman?
So that would depend. Not everybody on it. And look, again, this is just me trying to give my respectful opinion on it. I don't believe that everybody necessarily believes that gender is a spectrum as much as it is you're just giving another form of, I don't know how to say it. It's like a girl, a woman, a female, they're all the same thing. They're all female. They're just different words to describe them, I guess, if that makes sense.
I disagree with that. I think some males can be women too. I think the word woman could be male or female based on the roles you perform in society. That's my stance.
So if there's a biological male and he's taking care of children, does that make him a woman? Yes. Does that legitimately make him a woman, or can that be offensive to him because he's a male caregiver? I don't understand how that makes him a woman.
If he's fulfilling the feminine roles, if he's fulfilling the female roles in society, then he would be a woman. Because it's just what gender is. It's just roles.
Gender is not roles. Gender is a label that you put.
No,
as a
gender is the role.
Identification form.
No, gender is just the role. You're getting it wrong and you're reading everything wrong.
They're called gender roles, ma'am.
Okay, so a gender role, that term means a role for a specific gender. So there are specific genders, and genders do align with the schmecks that they correlate with. So again, if you're a biological male, then your gender term would be a man or a boy. If you're a woman, if you're a female, your gender term would be a girl or a woman. Is that not correct?
That's incorrect because I am female and I am a man. I am a trans.
I honestly, I don't understand that. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I just, that makes absolutely no sense.
So I'm female. However, I adopted the masculine roles in society. I know my
Does that not just make you a tomboy?
No, that makes me a man. I know my voice is kind of clocky because my testosterone hasn't fully kicked in just yet. But in person, if you were to see me, I'm like indistinguishable. Sorry, can you mute, please, King? Sorry, King.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no problem, King. Thank you for existing.
I was just taking my testosterone.
Oh yeah, no problem. Do what you gotta do. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so my voice is clocky because my testosterone hasn't fully come into effect. But in person, if you were to see me, I am indistinguishable from a cis man, and I'm treated in society as a man. I'm perceived as a man, so therefore I am one.
Okay, but you still have female anatomy. Am I incorrect?
I am, well, for now, yes, but in a few months, I will no longer have female anatomy.
Okay, are you able to change your DNA from XX chromosomes to XY chromosomes?
I am not, but I think that's irrelevant.
Are you able to change your skull size and your pelvis size, which correlate to bigger pelvis, smaller skull for biological female, and a bigger skull, bigger stature, and smaller?
This is getting pretty close to kind of like Yahtzee talking point.
Ma'am, did you come up here to be a smartass? Is that why you came up here?
Is me discussing anatomy me being a smartass, or is that just me asking questions?
Are you gonna bring up like cranial measurements next or something?
You're kind of giving turfy. You're giving turfy vibes.
I don't know what that means. I'm just talking about basic anatomy here.
Do you know what a turf is?
No, I do not. I've never heard
Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You'll see a turf.
What does a turf mean?
A trans-exclusionary radical feminist.
I never said I'm a feminist. I'm very traditional, actually.
Okay, so why are you upholding white supremacy?
You're not even stating your point accurately. You're saying if you're the gender that aligns with your schmecks at birth and you're inherently racist, the two have no correlation with each other.
It's called intersexuality.
Again, how does your schmecks have anything to do with racism whatsoever?
Do you know what intersectionality is, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Can you please tell me what your understanding is?
Okay, intersexuality. When you're born with some sort of genetic or anatomical deformity, so you
Oh,
can
no.
have XX chromosomes, but you can still have male genitalia.
No, sorry, you're talking about intersex. I'm talking about intersectionality, which is intersectionality, which is a totally different thing. This is when multiple forms of oppression intersect. For example, I'm a trans man. I face transphobia. I also face racism because I'm BLK. I also face misogyny because I'm female. All of my forms of oppression intersect, right? So when you uphold one form of oppression, identifying as cisgender, you're also holding up many. You're holding up racism, you're holding up fat phobia, ableism, capitalism, and grape culture. So I'm going to ask you, ma'am, Melanie,